Lesson 3 looks at the hard-hearted son. The son who has been around for a long time. The son who has faithfully been working in his father's fields. He cannot understand the love of the Father. He cannot understand that doing good isn't the highest level of appreciation that his father can have. He doesn't understand unconditional love. He thinks that his father's love is a vending machine distributed to those people who do good things. And if you don't do good things, you get bad things happen to you. Isn't a lot of our kids kind of think of God that way, don't they? They kind of think of God, if you do good things, God's good to you. The Bible doesn't say that. The Bible says that there's no matter what you do, God still loves you. And the hard-hearted son is a really good example of some of us who've been hanging around church for a long time. Maybe we think we're Christians because of all the good things we do. Now, we know that that's not true, but do we think that? The hard-hearted son may be like a lot of students that you have in your small group. I would really encourage you to challenge them to realize that there is a real gift to being a kid who's a Christ follower at a young age. We are to serve God all the days of our lives. We are to follow him in whatever he says, and it's a blessing when we do it from a really young age. You know, we don't talk about this enough at church. We don't value those people that have been following Christ all of their days. And sometimes our students, because they don't see a real value in it, it can grow up to become bitterness. And it has in the second son's life. This may be the place where your students are mostly at. They may not have run around and done some really bad things. They may have been around for a long time, but they may harbor some bitterness towards God. Their hearts may not be as soft as they were when they first believed. This is a really good chance to talk about the gift of God, the love that God has for them, and the value that he's put in them to be Christ followers for a very young age so that they can be faithful servants all the days of their life. Take a long look at this passage. Look at these corresponding verses as well too. And remember, ask your students, could you possibly be the second son in this story? Could that possibly be you? And what would need to change between you and the Father so that your heart could grow soft again? This could be a very challenging lesson for you as you walk through this story with your students.